And fall in, my fellow scouts, to a great 3v5 in the Hidden Orc Valley, apparently this battle was called today. Today's replay comes from Valcarion, who's one of 3 defending armies today, so thank you, Valcarion. I'm going to do my intros a little bit differently, I think, these days. I'll try and mix it up a little bit. Okay, so on your screen right now, guys, is all the links you'll need to contact me to send you through all manner of Total War replays. My email is scoutsofertainment@gmail.com. You can send them to me directly via Discord using my Discord ID, and you'll see there. Or you can post them to the Battle Replay sub-channel on my Discord server at Scouts Reconnaissance. The invite link to join my Discord server is in the description below. Hope to see you there and look forward to your replays. I also have various funding options if you guys would like to support my work. It does really help out the channel and the Discord grow, including YouTube membership options, which give members access to custom emojis and badges. YouTubers can also post their content on my Discord server. Everyone is welcome. And with that, let's get with the replay today. So if you guys would like to support my channel by other means, then smashing the like button is a great way to show your support. Subscribe if you haven't already, and tick that bell for notifications so you stay up to date with all the latest content as it drops. And leave your own thoughts about this battle in the comment section below. With that, let's get underway. So we've got Imladris in front of us, remember that. Klein, you know who you are. You got here God Helmet, then you are. We've got some Guete Artherdain, we've got some Guete Marine armoured up. We've got some Imladris Sentries, 2 units there. Some Rhudaur River Wards here, 2 units. Artherdain with Swordmasters, Artherdain with Spearmen. Some Imladris Guardians, 3 units there. Artherdain with Archers. Archers with Rhudaur, 2 units there, armoured up. We've got some Swords with Rhudaur here. These guys do look armoured personally. We've got 3 units of them there. And we've got a catapult as well, so it looks like Valcarion might be in charge of artillery today. Usually only one player from each team is allowed to bring artillery. That's generally the rule of thumb. We also have some Great Rhudaur over here to finish us off, which makes sense because we have a huge plain before us and it's a great place to use cavalry, as long as the battle is contained in the valley and not in the hills. Next we have Cardolan, commanded by Frodoor Baggin. G'day Frodoor. He's got some Royal Cloud of House Thorondor here, heavy Lancer unit, also one of the best Lancer units in the game. We've got some Hearthguard and Monsul here. We've got some Min-Hearthman at Arms here, looks to be maybe 2 units of them there. Some Tharbad Warhammers as well, and some Wards of Turn Gotthard. Looks to be 2 units of Greenmay Garrison Footmen here, light tier Pike unit, but still a very good unit to bring. We've also got some Min-Hero Spearmen, guys, I think maybe 3 units of them. We've also got some Dunedain Rangers there, 2 units of Min-Hero Sharpshooters, maybe even 3 actually, looking at this. And also some Manitoran Gatekeepers. We've also got some Dunedain Captains here, just the 1 unit it looks like. And that might be it there for Cardolan, so good army there for Cardolan. Hopefully it serves him well. And going through the mountains, we come to the final defender today, StarKiller. G'day, StarKIllerX. He's commander on with Artherdain. We've got some Artherdain Marksmen here, basic model, no armor upgrade at all, 2 units of them. We've got some Dismounted Knights of Numinous. I think that's Artherdain's best melee unit in their arsenal. We've also got some Numinous Gate Guards here. These guys here are a great pike unit, but can be a little bit flimsy when it comes to morale. So if you're going to send them in the battle, make sure they're supported, make sure they can't be outflanked, because you'd be surprised how quickly they can actually break on you if they're under intense pressure and alone. Next we have some Dunedain Peacekeepers here, 2 units. We've also got some Wardens of the North, AP Archers, and decent melee as well. We've got some Evident Archers over here, 2 units there. We got some more Dunedain Peacekeepers there. I'm trying to see in this little blob here. We definitely got some Artherdain Pikes in here as well. Keep my eye out, of course, for Dunedain Rangers and Dunedain Troll Slayers. And Artherdain Men at Arms, I bet. I see Dunedain Rangers there before. I see the Troll Slayers as well. I see Men at Arms. The Men at Arms do look armoured up all the way, so some armour upgrades have been applied, it would seem. And since I can't really see much more in that blob, we'll have to sort through that later. Which brings us to the attacking army today, which is the first of which is Tweakac, commanding Rhudaur. We've got some Witchhorn Slavers here. We've got some Artherdain Pikes here. We've got some Rhudaur Swordsmen, which will be maybe 5 units there. And some Artherdain Berserkers as well. We've also got some Rhudaur Marksmen here, 2 units. And 2 units of Ethelmos Troll Hunters. 2 units of Rhudaur, 3 units of Rhudaur Clansmen. No armor upgrade, guys. It's easy to tell because the shields here are brown. And there are armor upgraded. The shields are not only dark, but these guys also wear black or greyish kind of armor as well. And their arms are covered as well, I think, from memory. He's probably got some Trollshaw Axors, I keep my eye out for them, of course, and Frodom Javelins, those units are usually hidden at the start. Next we have another Rhudaur army, commanded by KKileen. I haven't seen KKileen in a little while, but he is familiar to me. We've got some Rhudaur Clansmen here, 2 units. Some Rhudaur Swordsmen there, also 2 units. With some Artherdain Pikemen here, 2 units of Ethelmos Troll Hunters, and some Dunman Hunters. We've also got a Catapult here, some Artherdain Nobles as well, and some Cauliflower Maidens. The rest of his army remains hidden, and I'm not happy with that. Arrgh. Show yourself. Wish I was Gandalf, you know. Reveal yourself. But I can't memorize the spell, and sadly I don't have magic. Next we have Trolls of Angmar here. Angmar, commanded by Y2K86. We've got some Trolls of Angmar here, and Trolls of Gundabad. We've also got 3 units of Guardians of Cardolan here, not armoured up. Some 2 units of Gundabad Guard. Blackwatch Legion. Witcham Hammer Guard here. Witcham Blackguard Witches, of course. So it looks like Y2K is trying to save money in some places by not using any armor upgrades. I also don't see any Witcham Scourge Raiders, which is a little bit weird. That's his ally over there, but this is a strange army here for Y2K. There's got to be more to it than this. We'll keep our eye out for hidden units, but he does have 2 units of Trolls that is expensive. That could be it, actually. It does seem like Y2K's gone for a bit of a muscle elite kind of styled army compared to other MR armies I've seen in the past with more light tier troops. Then, you know, Snargastorpus, Goblin Trackers, Angmar Marauders, those kind of things are the ones I've got here in front of us. Next we have Buzzerd here, who's commanding another Angmar army today. He's got some Angmar Marauders here, Blackwatch Legion, some Witcham Scourge Raiders. This is what I was expecting to see here for Y2K, but it looks like Buzzard's bought his share. We've got some Guardians of Cardolan here, got some more Angmar Marauders, Guardians of Cardolan, Witcham Hammer Guard, Scourge Raiders, Trolls of Gundabad, Guardians of Cardolan over here, Witcham Blackguard, and some Gundabad Guard over here. So it looks like Buzzard has a much larger army, but not as high quality as Y2K. But obviously, strength in numbers helps. And next and finally, we have Mordor, commanded by Stegriv 4. And he's got some Moron Halberds here, Mias Morgul Chosen, Sauron's Will, Troll Drummers, some Orc Maulers here, Orc Fodder, Moron Infantry here, looks to be 3 units there, some Orc Javelins, 2 units of them, Olag High as well. Some, could we just steal Orc Fodder there? Got some Nazgul here. We've also got some Temple Guard here, AP Archers. Temple Executioners, these guys here do not look armoured up, and they are not. Over here we have some Blackguard Barad-dûr, looks to be 2 units of them. And that is it, guys, so let's get this battle started. Enjoy. And also another rule of thumb is traditionally if players are going to bring more than 1 Angmar army, then the opposing team doesn't really like players to bring more than 1 unit of Witches. And over here we've got some Barrow Wights, 2 units there. Buzzard also might have Barrow Wights. And these guys here, these guys take forever. I'm saying guys way too much. These guys take forever to move anywhere on the map. And so Y2K is getting these guys to move first. I can't help myself. Guys. Oh boy. Okay, so these guys here take forever. I can't help myself. They take forever to move around anywhere. And they got a long march ahead of them. But this is a great map. Hidden Orc Valley, I believe Valcarion called it. I have seen it once before. It's been a while since I've been on this map, but it's a great map. This is a good fallback position for defenders. It's also a good idea if you are a defender and you want to hold this area is to get your troops into position so you can hold the high ground and prevent your enemies from outflanking you. It's easy for defenders to hold their positions. They've got to just really guard this choke point because it's the main one up. But there's also other areas you've got to consider, like over here, of course. Actually, no, sorry. I don't remember that at all. That looked like a path. You can come this way. There is a path down this way. We saw a great battle here before. Artherdain has to come through here. I don't think there's any path to Artherdain. So this is actually probably a nice spot for a last stand. What happens if we go down here? We can go down here, can we go down here? There's a fortress there. Armies can retreat all the way down here to the village. Or to the castle stronghold even. Though, you know, this is a good area to be shot at from the ledges, that's for sure. Or a catapult. I wouldn't say this is a good fallback position. Just navigating away from the mountains here. Honestly, if you're going to make a last stand, this is probably the place to do it. This is where your enemies will be forced to be funneled into probably the tightest space on the map. Very hard for them to push through it if they don't have any Blackguard Barad-dûr or Blackwatch Legion. So those are the big threats to watch out for if you're going to try and make a last stand in a tight space. That's normally a good idea, but not a good idea at all if you know your enemy still has pushing units like the Blackguard or the Blackwatch Legion. It's not a good idea to mount a defense in a tight space if you know those units are still in play. So be wary of that and choose to fight in close quarters. Now, YTK has his trolls here separate from the rest of the army. Guardians Khan doing great target here for the Royal Court of House Frodoor. But I might actually go for the trolls first myself. They are a great hitting unit. They can throw a lot of formations off their balance, disrupt any formations, make it easier for the other melee troops to cut down their opponents. They've got a bit of weight behind them. Alright peoples, it looks like we're about to get underway. Rhudaur's the first one to charge in. Now, Tweak might have done this just to sort of get the enemy to try and start firing at him. And it's not really the best idea for them to just launch a major assault and lump up all their troops into one small area here, because you'll notice here on the hill we've got sharpshooters which seem to be a little bit far away. I wouldn't be surprised if they can actually hit the enemy units over here where we are now. We've also got an artillery here nicely positioned on the hill with a good overview of the entire ramp here. I'd be tempted to fire it down even now. Probably going after the Rhudaur swords for myself personally. Mainly because if the fire spreads out, I feel like that would be give them a catapult the biggest chance to hit a target or hit an enemy opponent. We've also got some Rhudaur in the area. It looked like they were going to do a charge at one point, but they backed off. Now the Royal Court is also back there. I don't know if the Rhudaur will charge into anybody. Some Steiger archers over there would be a good idea for a Valcarion to go after, I think. Let's get back up here. We've got some Artherdain marksmen on the hill. This is good positioning here from StarKiller. Got Ever marchers over there, Wards of the North. You know, I'm a little bit surprised we didn't have more units here on standby, especially the Do-No Rangers. I don't know if they're hidden somewhere. They're the Do-No Troll Slayers. Okay. A little bit odd to see them there, but I suppose they could actually hit their target from here. Yeah, they could. Yeah, this is a good spot for Do-No Rangers. This is probably the best spot for Do-No Rangers, just along here. They can probably fire straight down or straight down the ramp here, potentially taking out a lot of the Rhudaur clansmen as they come up the hill. But this is a very, very strong line here from Cardolan. This will not be easy for the attackers to get through, especially with light tier troops. So the attacker's plan here, guys, as is with most siegers you'll find, is try and wear your enemy down, to tire out their troops. The first wave was not really meant to actually kill the defenders at all. It's meant to sort of tire out the frontline defense, try and poke holes in their what seems to be an impenetrable wall, look for weaknesses and exploit them. And that's where we'll see those exploits come into it in the second and third waves. Right now we've just got the attackers here probing the enemy for weaknesses. So it's up to the defenders right now not to show anything. Still a full unit there from the Rhudaur, they're not charging in. Well, maybe they did charge into the Snugger archers. I don't see any troops over here that could fire into them. This is also another ramp that the attackers can use. We saw this used in the last replay I did on this map a long time ago. But as you can, oh no, Stegri's already up here. Wow! I thought Stegri was going to join. I can't remember if it was Y2K. I think it's Y2K down the ramp there. Orc javelins fired into the swords of Rhudaur. Okay, we've got Blackguard of Buzzerd coming in. This is a little bit weird. There's a lot of forces here, but not sending them in. And he's got 2 units, I suppose, but in order for any push attempt to be successful, you need strength behind it. I mean, you've got a lot of strength in the Blackguard of Buzzerd, but that just pushes the enemy back, that clears a path for you. Without any backup troops to reinforce that path, you're going to lose it. It's going to collapse. As soon as the Blackguard drops to about 70, that's the danger zone. they run out of, they don't have any support at that point, and you should pull back and reassess your next attack. It's going to fall apart very quickly. Now, what's striking his mistake, I think, here right now, is that his Blackguard doesn't appear to be in a shield wall formation. That gives Blackguard Barrador maximum pushing power to get through this as quickly as possible. As you can see, only a few troops are streamed through right now. Had they been in shield wall formation, the whole unit would have moved up together through the enemy, and they would have got through here a bit faster and be ready for the next push. The way Stegri did this, it had bought Valcarion time to diminish this unit. Obviously the archers roomed out here and got Helm firing down as well. This would be a good time for Valcarion to start pouring it in with all the archers units he has in the area. So far I've only got 2 units here. This would be a good idea for him to have elderly archers firing in and Dunedain Rangers here from Artherdain and StarKiller moving in as well. This might be the best position for the Dunedain Rangers. It's relatively flat towards their opponents. There pretty much is no friendly troops between them and the Dunedain Rangers, which means that arrows should be pretty much straight line through this entire blob. And will allow them to get maximum damage. And maximum kills on the lower tier units for sure. We've got sentries nearby. I'd be tempted to send up 1 unit of sentries just to sort of hold this gap to make sure the Mordor troops can't stream in and go around and get into my archers. And reinforcements back here, and this is not a good place for StarKiller for his Dunedain Rangers at all. They're completely in the wrong position. Yeah, most of them shooting upwards. That is not a good thing at all. Do I think it was a good idea for Stegri to begin his assault like this? Possibly. I say possibly because I wasn't sure if Y2K had really committed his attack. But now that I see that he has, maybe it was a good idea for Stegri to move up his army. Build back onto Legion coming in now. Royal Court is in the valley over here. They're trying to take out, looks like Rhudaur's cavalry. Artherdain Neville's moving in. Artherdain obviously going to get a good charge. Royal Court did have their lances down. So another Barrow Whites up here. Artherdain marksmen are not firing in yet. What are they waiting for? We've got Everton Marchers here, they're not firing in. Either one. Catapult not firing in, but then again, it'd be very hard for them to get an angle. They have to move the catapult straight across the ledge there. Over here. This is probably the best spot for that catapult. It still is a high risk of friendly fire though. But if they're going to fire, that's probably the best angle for them. Sharpshooters moving down. Another unit of Dunedain Rangers is here. That belongs to Cardolan, of course. I think they're moving a bit too far. I don't know if the Rangers can fire that far. If they can, great. Still a bit of a distance. Marksmen still aren't firing. The other Archers have started firing, that's good to see. Wow, I could hit them. I would have thought the Cardolan troops would have hindered the accuracy of the other Archers there, but it's pretty good. Now the big question, can Frodoor fire over the chasm? First guard maybe? I don't know. I think if Frodoor could fire them, he would, but It's 18 to 20 here. And here a spearman had enough. Here we go. Right there, Rhudaur. Harassing the rear of Y2K's army. Good and bad guard coming across. Heaps of sniper archers. It could be where Valcarion's headed. No, probably an easier target than the good bad guard. Orc fellas here, but you know, also a good target for the Rhudaur. We can easily handle them. Valcarion better hurry up and do some charges while he still can before those troops get under the protection. Oh, that's Witcher Fire there. Yeah, that's definitely Witcher Fire. There's the witches themselves. I'll come back and watch it a little bit there, see what happened. Okay, here we go. That's had a dead shot straight into him. And this is where we arrived before, and so it's back to the battle. Alright, we're back. Another sentry's moved down. Blackwatch leads and pushing through with no support around them. Temple guard over there, but don't have a nice spot to fire. Nicholas Morgan Chosen is there. Its Guardians, Warren will turn Gothard. I don't see doing no ranges anymore. God hell, I'm out of ammunition at this point. Carrion looks like he's struggling a little bit here. Carrion would love to see these trolls start to fall a bit faster. Nazgul's in the area, but Carrion's charging. He's trying to get him away, you would seem. This is down to 7. Down to 4. At this point, he might be lucky to get away with 1. There's the Nazgul, down to 6. That's a Guardian there. Alright, so Y2K saves 1 Witcher. Looking down the valley there, it looks like the Royal Court has been defeated. Rhudaur is still roaming around. Pretty much a full unit. He should be harassing the troops towards the front of the valley. It's too hard for him to assault the rear. The hill's too high. There are plenty of enemy troops on flat surfaces towards the north of the map. Javelins here getting ready to fire. Don't know who's shooting them though. Archers written down. Alright. Okay, we're doing our ranges here on the hill. That should make life a little bit easier for them. Look. 21. Yep, down to 46, so pretty much a full strength unit. Well, it looks like Angmar and Mordor are running out of gas. We've got more troops moving up, but I don't know if it's enough. 37 to 47. Well, this one will hit down to 61. Temple Executioners. Getting in the water's faces there. We got up there. And still, I'm doing our Troll Slayers and Rangers. I think Stegri might have committed to everything at this point. Shadowbone's here 29. Maybe he was saving them. Okay, doing Troll Slayers standing by. And Gatekeeper's also standing by. Rangers out of ammo. Tharbad Warhammers thrown into the fight. Yeah, that one looked good. That was his only hit though. Two units of sharpshooters moving down. Maybe Buzzerd should get his Trolls of Winterbad into the... Or maybe he can't. The sharpshooter's ranks, I was going to say. There's too many units he has to go through to get to him. Defenders on this side looking pretty comfortable. We've got the catapult moving into our position we noticed earlier. Although the line has moved down a little bit, this makes firing a bit more tricky and brings with it a bit more risk. The further the defending troops the further the defending troops move down the hill, it does make it easier for them to avoid the artillery fire. A little bit of friendly fire there. Again, more friendly fire. Right, a good first volley there into the his keepers and the upper men at arms. Okay, Blackwatch Legion unit over here. Oh, that's a stellar shot. Also had a little bit of friendly fire there, but for the most part took out a chunk of enemies. You could be firing the Frodoor javelins in on the Marauders. Okay, that's Y2K's general there. Rhudaur still searching for a mark. 54 hit at 62. This is that's a dicey shot. Ooh, stop. Not so much hurt, it clipped him. You want to clip, it's friendly fire. You don't want to splash. Cardolan sending in more. Ooh, that was nice. That was a splash. Sharpshooters out of ammunition. Also a Troll Shot Axle ready somewhere. 35. I'm trying to fire. This man last with new ones coming down. Is that a broken unit? Or is that the Royal Corps? Can't really tell. The Royal Corps was dead. So Valcarion's been harassing the rear. Okay, Valcarion just lost his general. There's a Nuzgul. Looks like Imladris is being defeated. Not the way I expected this battle to go. Executioners still does have a nice couple guard. There are a couple executions still. Down to 21. Still half the unit at least, I think. Maybe. More troops up here. I think there it is. There's enough archers of Rhudaur up here to win that small battle. StarKIllerX and Frodoor left some rear guard troops here in the pass. And Valcarion's not out of this yet. Looks like he's Rhudaur though as well. Don't know if you got much out of him. We'll find out later, of course. But to Angmar and Mordor's credit, they did destroy most of Imladris' army, which was, I feel like, the backbone of this defense. There's a bit of pressure now on Artherdain and Cardolan to bring home the victory. Plenty of troops right now to hold the enemy back here in the pass, which will buy the defending troops out here valuable time, trying to thin out the herd over here. But it looks like the defenders are running out of melee troops. Attack is also running out, which is a good sign for the defenders. Jeez, that's German fire there. Is that from the German control size? Yep. They're going after the Artherdain Rangers. Okay, I think Degrees General's out. He's gone. This one Knights of Luminous there, looks like a couple of volley from the Artherdain Berserkers. And Ethelm's Trollhunters. That about Warhammer's 24. 72 to 80. So actually came back to the fight, but we're about to break again. Maybe. What an arrow fire. More than still have ammunition. The attackers are firing on a broken unit and bringing a gas of footmen. They need to hold that fire. They should have fired into the Buzzerd control slaves as they were charging in, or even the Artherdain marksmen. The only reason they're still firing on them is because unfortunately the attacker maybe didn't notice. So Knights of Luminous are pretty much gone. That's a little bit of overkill there. Grand Berserkers, looks like. I said Troll Shoot Exiles, I think before. There's a pass of them. It's a full unit of Ethelm's Trollhunters. That hurt him a little bit. Alright, Noble's caught sleeping. Troll shot Axel's almost a full unit here. Men at arms are getting hammered by missile units. We've almost lost half their number already. War Nazgul, leading the charge. I think the attacker's running out of steam. One to the north. Running back. Defender's running forward. So Defenders have pretty much conquered this whole hill. $83 to $89. Got some remnants here of the Angmar Marauders, but they're toast. I'm kind of half wondering why they still have so long to go. This could be the reason. Some Blackguard from Buzzerd. It's Hammerguard from Buzzerd. I'm surprised we're not using a Blackguard before. And Scourge Raiders. Honestly, he could be getting some friendly fire. He's just marksman. $85 to $91. I don't count the attackers out of this just yet. I just want to double check over here. We've got some good captains here from Frodoor Baggin, so yeah, okay. You can come this way to reinforce maybe the defense here if you guys need to choose to do that later on in another battle. But being the defenders, in order to negate the original Scourge Raiders and Trollstraw Axe Throwers, they probably need to bring back the battle line to this area of the pass right here, where the tree is. Okay, so the last bit of the resistance of the attacking force is the Artherdain Elves from KKileen. I don't think there's any attacking troops left on this side of the mountain. I think he's maybe going for some easy kills. They ran over most of the Hearthguard, or what was left of them. The Thunderhead Warhammer is still alive. That's pretty cool. They've been fighting for a long, long time. Alright, let's go on. A bit of a grind here. StarKiller's general here is on the front lines. Taking on a Hammerguard Warrior and a Witch-Realm Blackguard. Okay, one down. Ooh, not too good. Hacking forces here, moving up. Got some momentum behind them. Without reinforcements, it doesn't look like they'll be able to stand against the tide. And they've got KKileen's forces got to do a nice rear charge. That could be worse, actually. He's struggling getting his forces through the defenders down there. StarKiller needs to get some Luminous Gate Guards over here pronto. It could be the attackers just don't have the numbers to go around a long way. And they need all their forces here just to maintain the momentum as they push forward. I don't know what Frodoor's doing here, charging in his forces like that. Sure, they would favour the Hammerguard. They're the ones that would stand better in close quarter combat. The Mantarum Gatekeepers are more like a halberdier unit. They need to be in phalanx formation, not push through enemy forces. Not a heavy melee unit. StarKiller's pulling back his war to the north. And they've got the Witch-Realm Scourge Raiders firing on them right now. They might be out of range. Yep. 5/8 Warhammer down to 15. Same as before. Frodoor needs to bring all these forces towards the battle here and station his spearmen here at the mouth of the canyon or the pass. This is much easier to defend against cavalry. It'll keep out the cavalry entirely from this direction. So it looks like StarKiller just lost his general. That makes Artherdain a little bit sketchy. Cardolan just needs to cover StarKiller's butt, basically. He's trying to do just that. Cavalry might be able to sit through that tiny gap. But, you know, Frodoor's on it. At least he's trying to plug that gap. I don't know why StarKiller keeps withdrawing and sending back his one to the north. Maybe he's just trying to reposition him at a better point in the line, one where he thinks they're weakest. That might be the right flank. Got Nazgul here. Some Stagger S is his last Nazgul. It is 93 to 94. Holy smokes. Okay, Bishop Blackguard here still at 32. That's really, really good. Five-8 Warhammer's broken at 8. That's a little surprising. But it's soaking up some from Scourge Rate of Fire. Possibly. Now, what can Buzzerd do here? It's possible you could try and maneuver his Scourge Raiders here on the slight elevation of the hill, so they can potentially fire into the rear ranks of the defender's line. It would definitely help give the Hammer Guard and Blackguard the edge. Well, we've got a bit of a push here from the Hammer Guard. And the defenders are struggling. 96 to 95. StarKill didn't lose his general, that must have been the Cardolan general. What the defenders are hoping for or need to do is just kill the general, the Angmar general. He's right there. Frodoor's doing what he can, but right now the general's not in the fight. That doesn't mean too much. Tweak is over here with 3 marksmen. I was wondering who was firing into him before. $97.95. They're trying to hit. Okay, we've got the defenders here pushing forward a bit on the left flank. There's a Hammer Guard going down to 15. They're starting to succumb into the defenders. Balance of power, though, still heavily favouring the attackers. It's too bad the defenders have run out of troops. They can't send a unit to specifically try and target the general. And now they've lost 50 troops. Gate guards are breaking on them. Never about done here, guys. And the ones here trying to kill the Angmar general. No. He's going to overwhelm them. Final score 99 to 96. So congratulations to Steggery 4 and his allies on their victory. That was a hard fought victory and a nice comeback. I actually thought it was going the defenders' way pretty much all the way there. Valcarion got 3055, StarKIllerX 2614, Frodoor Baggin 3330. Good job, guys. I'm lucky they're losing it there at the end, but the attackers just had nothing in the tank. Stereo 4, 1057, Buzzerd, 850, Y2K 86, 738, KKileen, 846, and Tweakac, 811. Okay, kill count here, got him NUR, 279. Artherdain, 114, Gotham Marine Dane, 520, very nice. Ladder Sentries range from 93 to 121. Elden Swordmasters, 117. Elden Spearmen, 109. Mordor's Guardians 115 to 131, actually 98 to 131. Elden Archers 247, Archers of Rivendell 174 and 213. Swords of Rivendell range from 34 to 132. 2 of the 3 units getting over 100 kills. Catapult 238 and Great Blade Rhudaur 115. I feel like Valcarion could have got more kills there with his Great Blade Rhudaur. I think it's a little bit unlucky there with them today. Still, a great battle. Unlucky to the defenders. Well done to the attackers. Good fight, guys. If you'd like to see your own replays featured here on this channel, once again you can send them to my email at scoutsofentertainment@gmail.com, post them to me directly on the Discord via direct message, or post them to the Battle Replay sub-channel on my Discord server at Scouts Reconnaissance. Thank you to Valcarion for sending me the replay. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Dismissed, my fellow Scouts. See you in the next Total War battle.